good one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Houston Texans.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
18.
Stroud completes his out wide. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just...
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes us down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins,
his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jaden Blue, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Spins by. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
This throw caught right around the 6.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Oh, ready? 18. What's that?
Now Stroud. Around his hands quickly to Higgins.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
The kick by Fairbairn is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They go with Blue between the tackles. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
82 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
To throw is Prescott.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here we go. Swap. Mother swap.
Stroud working out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out.
Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Turn his TV off. 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 Turn his TV off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the draw, here's Blue. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 18.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
18.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
The Texans hit 10-4 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Robin.
Stroud with another keeper.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
18. What's that?
Stroud to throw it. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Tony.
On 3rd down, Mixon.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go. 19.
Stroud.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Already. 118. What's that?
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
118.
Stroud out of the gun here.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That move's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now a running play here with Lamb.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On play action, Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Handoff, Blue running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
There we go.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score.
Second and 10.
Prescott off play action.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to get it back here just past the 35. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
18.
Short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
18. What's up?
Throwing now is Stroud. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 37-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
On the quick, right?
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. A passing look here. 5 receivers in the formation on 2nd and 4. Stroud looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
At the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, uno more. 18. What's that?
And Stroud now to throw. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nico Collins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are able to move back in front. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Texans 17. Cowboys 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Picked up by Christian Harris. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Cowboys 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
54, go. Yeah, 22.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 20.
and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
First down, and they go right back to blue. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Prescott to throw it. Escapes the sack. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Here's Noel. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not only you want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
44-yard line.
From the gun again to Mixon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. This goes out wide for Mixon. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is fielded at the 7. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run again with Blue. And he's got Rome. Inside the 10. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. My, oh my, 237 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and goal, Dallas.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Yeah, here we go. Wide 8. We're going to 54, wide 8.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Prescott to throw this time. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Luke Schoonmaker there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Quick slant. He's got Joe Mixon. Breaks the tackle now with Allen. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
18. Let's hit.
Back to throw. Stroud. That'll be caught by Rice. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
All right.
Looking to throw. Stroud. Touchdown! Joe Mixon. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd
continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth.
Fairbairn to kick off.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. My, oh my, 250 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
On first down, it's Blue. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue, 60 yards.
And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now he's going to step up.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Donovan Ezeraku in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete. It's Collins.
And no sidestepping that here. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here we go. Like the flying.
Play action now. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Trying to set up a screen for Blue.
There he goes again. Inside the 10.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jaden Blue.
56 yards.
And the Cowboys use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Aubrey now for the point after.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Cowboys 35, Texans 31.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And a pretty quick burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On the quick, right?
Here's Stroud.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now Stroud.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So a decent game there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now 2nd and 4.
Already.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 1st and goal.
Ow, that's right. Swap. Another swap.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
C.J. Stroud
Keeping it himself from 5 yards out.
and the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
The score, Texans 38, Cowboys 35.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
The drive starts with a run by Blue. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Another toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue.
A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
At the 49-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
And the crowd a major factor now. Here's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they run with Blue. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Here we go. We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case, because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, that's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal, because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Houston, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year.